But let's have a try of Solaris 2023 by Winnica Turnau. As you can see in the color already, naturally 3 degrees northern latitude in difference. So we should expect Poland to be a little bit warmer, so to say, than what we get out of the most northern part in Denmark. And I think we can see this immediately in the color. It is not as pale, not as like lemon greenish as was the sparkling wine by Kim, by Gulbæk Vingård. Of course, it was a sparkling wine, so the grapes were harvested even less mature probably than what they were harvested at here at Winnica Turnau. But also in the nose, we immediately have a more, I would say, powerful and a more warm profile. So this is not so much like green apple and green pear. It is much more like quince, like mirabelle, like yellow plum nearly. It's yellow apple. It's very floral. It's very much more citrusy in a certain regard, like nearly like lemon zest to that extent, or let's say grapefruit even. So it has like this typical characteristics of a white wine being on the edge between feeling very acidic and feeling very mature in the nose. Yeah, this typical one where we are, it's not orchard, it's not tropical, so let's call it stone fruit, and then so to say more like on the sour side, on the more unripe side. Very beautiful complexity coming out of the nose, a lot of acacia honey actually, a light and sweet touch, but also what is very, very lovely about this wine, I did not read anything about oak, and I think it was fermented in stainless steel, but then as I clearly say, it was 5 months on the lees, so for the maturation process. And this is something that we also get very clearly in the nose immediately. It has some depth, it had some structure coming out in the nose already, some light toast touch or butter brioche touch. And then it's coming in the mouth with power, structure, oily, creamy, very nice sour peach coming out. Here's a quince coming out here, very floral, very nice acacia honey perspective. It has a 12.5% alcohol. Again, Polish wine, cool climate wine, but still 12.5 is a number. It shows also like clearly that Solaris is what we call for like an early ripening variety. So even in these cool climates, we get it really to a certain like amount of sugar. Actually, it's getting the 100 Öxle, or reaching the 100 Öxle threshold very early on in its like ripening season, and thereby naturally we can use it like for white wines that get power, that get substance, that get alcohol. I mean, this is still like absolutely dry wine. Let me have a look at the fact sheet. It's at it's sugar of 7.1 grams per liter. So naturally, it is a dry wine, so to say, right? And this is kind of very lovely in this balance, having these fairly aromatic aromas in the nose, but having like a dry wine, but a wine with 12.5% alcohol, with a good body, with a good structure, thanks to the lees contact. In my opinion, this is a really beautiful example of what Solaris can be like if you give it a little bit of ideation, a little bit of creation, a little bit of substance thanks to the lees. Really, really nice take on it. Yeah, it's kind of definitely like also like a big recommendation to check out the Solaris by Winnica Turnau. Very lovely wine.